President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has reshuffled some ministers. Key among the changes is the removal of Catherine Afeku as the Minister for Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture. She will now be a Minister of State at the Presidency, assigned to the office of a senior minister.
Her position will now be handled by the Member of Parliament for Prestia-Ahoni Valley and former Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Barbara Otingyesi. Suleiman Alasan, the Upper West Regional Minister, has been reassigned with his position taking over by Dr. Hafiz bin Sali. The minority in Parliament today staged a walkout in protest against the disapproval of the Holiday Amendment Bill currently before the House. The bill seeks to scrap Republic Day and AU Day as public holidays and will introduce August 4th as Founders Day and January 7th as Constitution Day. 21st September will be commemorated as Nkrumah Memorial Day.
According to the minority, the bill is attempting to revise the history of the country, hence their decision not to be part of it. There is more in this report.
The Holidays Amendment Bill was taken through the second reading stage on the floor of Parliament. After a series of contributions, the minority leader Haruna Idrisu indicated his side's disapproval of the bill.
We are doing this because we are solidly convinced that we do not want this parliament to be associated with a disrespect to the honor of the Nkrumah as an icon founding father.
The minority subsequently then staged the walkout, chanting Kwame Nkrumah folk songs. After the walkout, Majority Leader bemoaned what he calls the intolerance of the minority and led the House to pass the bill at the second reading stage.
We do not have intolerance, the spirit of intolerance. Of course, as the people say, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Accra Regional Operations Commander of the Ghana Police Service, Chief Superintendent Kwesi Fori, who was responsible for briefing and deployment of personnel for the Ayawaso West Wuogon by-election, has refuted reports that some officers within the jurisdiction were deliberately sidelined in the operation. Chief Superintendent Kwesi Fori, who took his turn before the Emil Short Commission tasked to probe the violence that marred the by-election, however, admitted that some of the operational instructions were done through WhatsApp and text messages, something that did not go down well with the Commission. Sixtus Dong Ulu sat through the proceedings for City News.
3 witnesses appeared before the Short Commission today. The Accra Regional Police Operations Officer, Chief Superintendent Kwesi Fori, and 2 broadcast journalists, Bernardino Koku Avle, who is General Manager at City FM City TV, also host of City Breakfast Show, and Paul Adom-Otchere, host of Good Evening Ghana on Metro Television. The Accra Regional Police Operations Officer told the Commission it is not entirely correct for any divisional or district commander to say he or she was sidelined. He concedes that 46 senior officers were drawn from all divisions to oversee the operations on the day, but maintains that the police operational order for the day defined rules for all personnel.
To the best of my knowledge, as the regional operation officer, the operational order dealt with all.
For Chief Superintendent Kwesi Fori, the Legon District Police Commander, DSP George Asare, was not entirely forthright with the Commission. General Manager for City FM City TV, Bernardino Koku Avle, when he appeared before the Commission, submitted materials he said would be critical to its work.
With your permission, I have documented what I have on this sheet, and I can just run you through and present to the Commission.
Very well.
So I have audio files, video files, and text. I have video files which are news reports our journalists took on the day. I have other reports which I have labeled raw video files taken by the camera crew that we put on the ground on the day. And then we have news reports we broadcast on our online portals, 2 of them. I also have audio files of interviews I conducted with my reporters on the ground on the day. Other interviews that the host of Eyewitness News, Umaru Sanda, conducted with both Mr. Samuel George and Mr. Hansen Ajiman on the day. And then I also have audio files of my interview with Honorable Brian Echampong, Minister of State in charge of National Security, on the 1st of February.
But he maintains that the reporters were deployed on the ground on the day with the appropriate persons to speak to the sequence of events as captured in the videos. The Good Evening Ghana show host, Paul Adom-Otchere, however, was asked to submit all materials relevant to the Commission's work by close of day today.
Encroachers have taken over lands belonging to the Sunyani Community Development Vocational and Technical Institute as efforts by school authorities to eject them have been fruitless. The school authorities are thus calling on the Sunyani Municipal Assembly and Local Government Ministry to intervene. City News' Michael Saponufum visited the school and reports.
The Sunyani Community Development Vocational and Technical Institute was established by the Department of Community Development in 1970 to provide vocational and technical education. It runs electrical, auto mechanic, building construction, carpentry and catering programs and currently has about 800 students. However, one of the school's major concerns is the encroachment on its property, which they say is affecting teaching and learning. Drinking bar operators, churches, sawmillers as well as liquefied petroleum gas operators have taken over the school space. According to some tutors of the school, managing students has become a huge challenge as efforts to construct a fence wall around the school has been vehemently resisted by the encroachers. They said attempts to seek the intervention of the Sunyani Municipal Assembly have also not been successful.
Actually, encroachment on this our campus is very worrying.
Some students also expressed concern about the state of affairs.
If only government will help us to build this fence, we will be very happy.
The principal of the school, Mercy Millicent Chichiwu, said she's been pushing to get the school walled, but to no avail.